Hey friends, welcome back to Holy Week. Today we find ourselves at Maundy Thursday, and if you're unfamiliar with that term, it's a Latin phrase that means where Jesus commands us in John 13:34 to love one another. This new command, he says, I give you, that you love one another. That part isn't new. Here's the new part: as I have loved you. And so the way that we love and serve each other is we look to Jesus to see how he's loved and served us. And it's not just that we look to him as an example, but we look to him as our source. You know, he says in Mark 10:45, he says, I have not come to be served, but to serve. In other words, in this relationship with you and I, you're not the one who's going to serve me. I'm going to serve you. And that's how he has loved us. He loved us so much that, as we'll celebrate tomorrow, that he died for us. He gave his very life for us. Now, he didn't stay dead. He was buried, but he rose to new life on that first Easter morning, where love triumphs over judgment, and we live in the good of that. We live in the good of Jesus serving and loving us. You know, he gave that demonstration to the disciples in the upper room, washing their feet. And so we need to first draw off the resources of Christ's love for us. You know, Jude, the book of Jude, the wonderful book of Jude, he says that we need to keep ourselves in the love of God. And that's the most important thing I think I want to encourage you and myself and all of us in, is that we're feasting on the love of God. And out of the overflow of the love that we're receiving, we're pushing that out to love one another. In fact, Jesus said in the next verse, John 13:35, that it's this love that we would have for each other that would mark us as his. Because the defining characteristic that we're his is that we're in this relationship of receiving. And if we're receiving this, we're giving. We're washing feet. I had a pastor friend of mine, you know, he posted this, I think this morning. So great. He says, let's not get so busy in washing our hands that we forget to wash each other's feet. And so let's look to serve needs. Let's look to, as we receive from Jesus, let's look to see how we can love other people, love our brothers and sisters, and love this hurting world. I'm so proud of Jubilee Church and how they've risen to the call to love and serve each other. I mean, meeting needs in amazing ways. Not only that, reaching outside the church and loving the community, giving away boxes of hope, the goal that we had. I mean, you guys have smashed that goal, and how you've loved and served other people. So I just want to thank you for that and just encourage you on this day. Receive God's love, give God's love, seek who you may serve as you realize and recognize how Jesus Christ has served you.